Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United director of the channel for United and football fans, the biggest and best fan channel in United States. Today we are talking the biggest fixture of United in English football history on our Sunday podcast. Joining me today from the US is our global ambassador, Devin, representing Tampa. Hello, Devin.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good. And representing Houston, we have Joe the Soul Man. Joe, welcome to the show, mate. Mr. Positive, let's go. Right. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 2. One team is trying to win the title. One team is trying to stop them from winning the title. One's going up, one's going down. It's all in a big mix. Can United win today? Yeah. After the calamity on Thursday, a lot of United fans were a bit skeptical of what to expect. What team was going to show up, what team was going to play. But as we all saw, it was shared. 2 points, 2 goals each, and that was it. I'm going to start with Devin. Devin, I mean, before the game, after the Chelsea calamity and the Brentford travesty, where were you with this game going forward?
If you had told me before this match that this would be a draw, I would have actually taken it. And after that match and watching it, now it feels like we threw away a chance to get 3 points on Liverpool. But so it's a bittersweet one, but you know what? It's not a loss, and I'll take that.
Yeah. Joe, we watched the game together. Before the game, after the Chelsea and the Brentford back-to-back performances, where were you with this game before today, before kickoff?
Considering our current form, I didn't see how we would have been able to muster up the same energy that we needed the last game, you know, because the team had showed me, like, just in the last 2 games, just how mentally weak they were, you know, and our inability. So I wasn't too confident about this game. So to be honest, it should be Liverpool that should be upset that they didn't come out with a win.
Right.
Because we took something of it. We had an opportunity to win, but it's not as if I would be more upset if we played well and we got this result the way it did. But we did not play well at all, and we snatched a point. I'll say that.
Right. So I mean, after everything said and done, we played a 2-2 draw Liverpool. At 2-1, a lot of United fans are thinking, we're all hoping, can we close this game? Then comes the rash tackle and it's tied. Devin, when you saw that sliding tackle from Mr. Spider-Man, I mean, is it something you're surprised he did, or it was just Liverpool? Where were you when that penalty was conceded at 2-1 United leading?
Well, to be quite frank, I was kind of upset already that they took our more back. Could have been a winger into that, because we were actually doing pretty well on the attack, and our defense was winning balls, but immediately giving the ball right back to them, especially in our defensive midfielders. Right. So I was a little bit annoyed about that, and I was like, "Oh God, now we're trying to park the bus from this time going forward. We got to go for it." And I just had a feeling that something was going to happen. And when I saw it, I was like, "That was a rash challenge." And I was like, "Oh God, here we go again. More points dropped." And it's not like for the Chelsea match where the penalties were questionable. That was a Stonewall penalty, so we couldn't even be like upset about it.
So it's more like disappointment.
I mean, especially, I know, sorry if I was on the background noise, I'm in an airport right now. I was at the fan fest, so we were hoping to snatch that one away. And to leave like that, it was bittersweet, but I'm happy we didn't lose.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on the Soul Man's. He didn't even get the ball. He did not even get the ball. It's just like, what the hell? But you know, this is where we are today. There's always a banana skin. There's always a mistake waiting to happen. Joe, we saw this game when Spider-Man did that tackle. It looked like a lazy. He didn't get anything. Yeah,
but you're looking at it, like, is it at that point it's a penalty? Like, because look, he didn't get the ball, but he didn't get the player either. So it wasn't until he was already look. So is that where the penalty is? Because if he pulled it, then like he successfully you know, we've seen Bruno do this all the time. Is it at that point? It wasn't at that point. It was at this point.
Where he raised the leg up a bit.
Yeah, when he stuck his leg down so that he would get contact. He dragged his leg.
Right, he left the trailing leg behind.
Yeah, he left the trailing leg. But he was already falling.
This year, it's you got to be very careful, especially in the box, because the penalty calls are so inconsistent this season that you got to make sure you win the ball just not even get a chance. And unfortunately, you lost out.
So I kind of give Wan-Bissaka a little bit more credit because, like, yeah, it seemed like he took a chance, but he didn't initially. He was skilled enough to not, like, it wasn't like he didn't hit him, you know, which is where most of us thought that's when the penalty was called. But it seems like it's just because he was falling down, and of course, yeah, rightfully so. It's still a brass challenge. You don't make a challenge like that.
Not in the box
unless you're gonna get the ball. So
like David just mentioned, with this season's inconsistent penalty calls and VAR decisions, you just can't give them that benefit of doubt or that kind of thing in the box. It's stupid. It was careless. I even thought the Dalot one on Thursday was not a penalty compared. This one was just kind of like, what, really, bro? Really? It was just too blatant. It was just reckless. It was just reckless, in my opinion. But it is what it is. So Devin, as it stands, United got a point, stop Liverpool. Do you think that point United got, is it enough to derail Liverpool? Do you think Liverpool will go out here feeling a bit upset today?
Probably not, to be very honest. I think it's Arsenal's title to lose now. So, because I think Liverpool is going to use that as vengeance. I think Klopp knows how to motivate those players enough, and they're going to be upset. So, do they take it out now in the Europa League, or do they take it out in the Premier League? Is the part that I can't figure out. But I think they're starting to have players come back from injuries, so that could also be a blessing in disguise for them. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, even though I hate Liverpool, but I have to think about it as an outsider looking in. Right. I still think that they can win the Europa League and they can still make a very good run in the Premier League. And it's up to Arsenal not to throw it away.
Right. So it's Arsenal's to lose. It seems nobody's talking about Manchester City anymore. It seems like when I looked at the goal, yesterday was the very first day this season I have sat down to watch a full Arsenal match when Man United were not playing. And I saw the football these guys put on that pitch. This is a Brighton team. Everybody said they play good football. At home, Arsenal went there and destroyed that team with no mercy. People say United's level football should be Man City's level. How about Arsenal's level football? How about their level football? It's on another level. We are not even close. Not even close. You know? So, I mean, as a United fan, I will be rooting for Arsenal. It is what it is. I don't want City to win. I don't want Liverpool to win. So it is what it is. Like you said, Dev, it's up to Arsenal to throw this title away. Ken, welcome. Mr. Fortress, welcome to the show, representing the UK crew. Kenneth, welcome to the show. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Who said that? Sorry, who said it's Arsenal's league to throw away? Who said that?
I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
No
I think
chance, mate.
I said it. I said it as well. I said
and
it as well.
And Devin agreed to it. Why do you disagree?
You guys are looking at stuff from over the pond. You guys need to come to the UK and see things how we see it.
Okay. Well, how do you see it there? What's going on?
He's talking about London. The UK is London. Equals London.
No, the UK is the UK, not London. Come to Manchester, come to Birmingham, come to Scotland, anywhere, even come to Wales.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it's not in Arsenal's hands to win. No chance. They've got to play us. We all know we're rubbish.
We are rubbish. I would literally give Arsenal 3 points. I would give Arsenal 3 points. We need not to turn up for that game. That's where I stand.
Okay.
No,
why is that?
Because I don't want Man City making 4 in a row, setting new records. I don't Liverpool making it 20 titles. No, I would take Arsenal any day, as of now.
I wish I lived in the States as well. I'll be like that. But yeah, in here, over here, even the Chelsea fans have supported. You know,
who are they supporting?
Chelsea and Man City. That's like Bonnie and Clyde.
Chelsea, Spurs, all the London teams that
are
want Arsenal to
supporting
win it.
Liverpool and Man City because
Crystal
they don't
Palace,
want
West
Arsenal to
Ham.
win.
Even Man United fans do not want Arsenal to win it. The Man United
but
fans
are
in the
those
south, in the south.
Yeah. I was
In
about
the
to
south.
ask. Are those
Okay.
are those the southern matches in
Educates
there?
me how any Man United fan will want City to set 4 in a row record that anyone's never achieved. And how
Yeah,
would they want
because
Liverpool?
the
Yeah.
way I see
Mhm.
it, with City, you have to put your hands up. They're the best team that we've ever seen in the Premier
Right.
League
But I
history.
don't need them setting records. No.
But they've already matched that record. They're gonna do
Yeah, but
something.
to win 4 in a row, if they don't win 4 in a row, then
We can't give them that.
You can't
Bro,
give
we
them
cannot
that.
give
That's what
them
I'm
that.
saying.
We cannot give
Okay.
them that.
Let's put it this
Listen,
way then. Let's put it
listen,
this way.
like-
Whether we want to give it or not, it's the inevitable. It's the inevitable. They're gonna win their last 7 games. And Arsenal can't do. I'm sorry, Arsenal won't come to Old Trafford and beat us. Arsenal won't go to Spurs and win. Let's see how they go. They do against Aston Villa.
But this Arsenal team has a better resilience than the last season's Arsenal team.
So
They do.
we can
wait a
see
minute,
that.
Ken.
Mentally
They do.
tougher.
Ken, are you saying
Go on, Joe.
that they can't do it, or are you saying you don't
They,
want them
you
to?
don't
do it?
want them to do
They
it.
can't do it. They can't do it. They
But
can't
are
do
you
it.
okay if they did it?
No.
So you see, Ken, that's your agenda. So Ken, let me maybe I need to bring it back to the records back to you. So you rather Liverpool equal Man United on 20 titles, right?
Yes.
Or
yes.
Manchester City set a 4 in a row that no team has ever done will not be that's what you want, rather than Arsenal, who are like 8 league titles behind us. I don't get that point.
I see what you're saying. What
Yeah.
you're saying. I just don't. For the next 10 years, we're not going to hear the end of. If Liverpool win the league,
I would rather hear that than Man City becoming the best team in Premier League history. No, mate.
But
Even though they won the number 1 as much titles, but 4 in a row has never been done ever.
We're dealing with legacy here, man.
Yeah, and
Like
they
this,
bought and they bought the league. Don't forget they've got it.
Nobody's gonna care, man.
When that financial fair FFP thing, remember they've got all these long list of charges. They've got a long list of charges. Yeah, I
agree. But Chelsea pretty much bought the league too, but nobody thinks about that. All you look in history now is you just see titles. So I think that's what City's going to end up with. But somehow, unfortunately, I just think they're going to find some way, throw some money, and they're going to get away. Unfortunately, that's just what I see.
Their reputation.
I'm not happy about it. But that's what I see happening.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, I don't expect London teams, especially Spurs. I spoke to my Spurs mate just 2 days ago. He would rather Liverpool, man. He said he'd rather City because he hates Liverpool than Arsenal winning. I get it because it's Spurs and Arsenal. But for Man City to set 4 in a row, ever done in the history of football in England? Yeah. No, mate. No. Sorry.
But they're gonna do it. They can't do it.
I know they
okay. All right.
You know what?
Would you rather they do it than Arsenal win?
Yes. I'd rather do it.
Oh, wow. Ken, man.
Ken,
a lot of United fans.
I can't with you, bro. I can't.
A lot of United fans in the South are like that. Yeah.
I mean, because so you want City to be the best team in England. That's what you're literally saying. Right?
They are.
I know they are.
No, they're not yet. We still are. They're not yet. Not by far. Look at come on, bro. Look at our trophy wins. Look at our trophy wins.
No, I mean in the history of the Premier League.
If you're talking all time, yes, we are. If you're all time, yes, we are. If you think titles, right? If you're currently right now, on paper, yeah, I would agree with Ken. Now, on paper and real life are 2 different things.
How about in the history of the Premier League, not the Football League, I mean the Premier League since 1992?
We're still greater.
Overall, yes.
We won 13.
Overall,
we have won 13 in the history of the Premier League. We won 13.
Don't numbers matter?
It does matter. Yeah, it does matter. But I'm talking about in terms of good football, like pure football.
We have done it better.
How?
We've done 3 in a row twice. We've done it twice.
We've done it longer in the Premier League.
Okay.
We've done
99, 2000, 2001, 07, 08, 09. 3 in a row twice.
And we did it within FFP.
There you go. I said,
bro.
So you rather a criminal organization, a criminal empire?
It's clicking now, huh? It's clicking.
I see what you
clicking,
guys are
Ken.
saying, but I
It's
just hate
clicking.
Arsenal.
I can't let a
I
criminal
just Arsenal.
organization
Bro.
be the dominant force
You
in
see,
England. I'm sorry.
I see where Ken's coming from
I hate Arsenal. I
because
just
it's gonna
You
be
think
like
I
you ever
you
seen
think
that
I do? Don't
the
forget,
meme where
Ken,
it's like
don't
they take
forget,
the
I
guys
was
in the
born a
middle.
Spurs fan.
Yeah.
You think I love Arsenal? But this season, this one season only, I'll be an Arsenal fan. That's where I'm at. Yeah,
It's the lesser of two evils. But I get what Ken's saying because
yeah.
if they win this title,
oh
you will
the
never
next
hear
10
the end
years.
of it. The next
I
30
would
years.
take
Yeah.
that. I would
I
take
don't
So
it.
I don't even think
I
so.
get what
I
Ken's
think
saying, but I would take it. I would take it.
All right.
Arsenal haven't won the title in 20 years. This is good. It'll be the 20th anniversary they won the title last, right?
Mm.
hey,
20
bro,
years.
just spend your summer in America next year, bro. And you know, it'll give you just a little
No,
bit
the
of
Arsenal
relief.
the Arsenal fans here will be even worse.
Oh
I
yeah,
know, right? Like,
they're the same everywhere.
man, you just
Everywhere
need
they
to go to
they're the
like
same.
Albuquerque or some shit like that, man. We have some places, some no soccer or no football watching states.
Yeah,
that
yeah. Just go there.
It'll be hard for you to find some
Do,
Arsenal
do,
fans,
do you do you
right?
do you think you want you think I want to see club driving to the sunset with 20 titles and a Premier League? No,
Nah,
Oh
bro.
yeah, that's true.
nah.
have to
Ken, I
stop
think we
that.
need to sit down and have a proper chat. I think you need to come out of the. I do not like Arsenal. I was born a Spurs fan. Mom and dad Spurs.
Mm.
I don't like Arsenal. I respect them, but this season only, I will support Arsenal any day, anytime. This season only, just because of
Bro,
City and Liverpool.
you're willing to risk our legacy just because you don't have to deal with London Arsenal fans.
I know, right?
Bro, this is our legacy. Where's your love for the badge?
I know, right?
Where's your love for the badge,
For
bro?
next season, we're not even ready next season though. Next season, we're still gonna be like praying Liverpool or Man City don't win it. You know? But
I'm even prepared for
But it won't be
United to have a bad performance against Arsenal on the second game last.
oh wow.
I want Arsenal to win the title. I'm at that point. It's where I'm at. I
Wow.
can't see the
So
end. No, no.
Tim, well, I
Tim's
gotta
going
run and
mad.
catch my flight, but I'll put it this way. The best worst case scenario for me right now. We somehow get a result at Arsenal and they win the title, so we don't have to give them a guard of honor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that
So
if that
it's at
happens,
Old
then
Trafford, isn't it?
unfortunately,
Yeah, Old Trafford.
I don't want them to have a title wrapped up there, and I don't want them to win it before.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah,
That would suck.
yeah. I don't.
So
I think
as
this
long
will
as
go
that
down
doesn't
to the
happen,
last.
I'll take
It will
that.
go down to the wire. This title.
That-
It will go down to the very. It might go down to
Either
the
ways,
last day.
I'll catch you guys later on. All right.
That
All
I
right,
would
be safe.
all right,
Take
bro.
it easy, brother.
That I would feel very
one, David.
bad for the
Arsenal hold the guard of
southern,
honor for them.
the southern
Oh.
Manchester United fans. If Arsenal did the
Oh,
guard
trust
thing,
me, I will cry.
oh
I will
man,
come on this show cry
that would
with a
be
lot of
rough.
tissues
That
wiping my
would
ears.
be-
Like, yeah,
Ken,
I will
see,
cry.
I get your point. Don't get me, I understand it. I know we're all from the south. I'm from Hackney. That's south of England. But the point I'm saying is, I can't.
I see your point. That's why I'm not arguing. I'm not like being
It's the
firm
fault of
anymore. I
Man
see where you guys are
City.
coming from. And it makes
Man
sense.
City that was
I just wish it was someone else. Like I don't know, like
Aston Villa.
Southampton or
hey,
Aston Villa
listen,
or
we
or
were
even
rooting.
something. Just
We
another
were rooting
team.
for. We were
Yeah,
rooting
were
if
for
it was
rooting for
Aston
another
Villa,
Aston
team,
man.
I'm
Villa. They
buying
couldn't
their
handle
shirt. Yeah.
We were rooting for Aston Villa, but they couldn't
Or
handle it.
Spurs.
Or
Spurs
Spurs,
would be the
they couldn't
I'll
handle
take
perfect
it.
Spurs. Yeah.
candidate. Yeah.
Arsenal fans are not the easiest fans to deal with. I get it. Believe me, my best mates are all Arsenal fans. My best mates who are in university, they're all Arsenal fans. And they even said today, Tim, you guys better beat Liverpool. I said, we got your back, mate. I said, we got your back.
So we got
After
our back.
seeing, after we beat, after the calamity against Chelsea on Thursday, my mate said, you sure you guys can beat Liverpool? I go, you know what? I don't even know anymore. Mate, I'm not sure where this United is. Depends on what team will show up on the day.
I know. We're just all over the place.
Right.
All
So
over the
Ken,
shop.
when you saw the game today,
Mhm.
what did you think of this whole match?
Oh, I don't know. It's just open gung ho football again, isn't it? The same thing we did at Chelsea. You attack, we attack. You attack, we attack. It's like there's no midfield. It's like we're playing six six behind the ball, six attacking. And that's what you're gonna get. Cricket score or baseball score lines.
Right.
You know, I thought we were going to lose, but again, I'm not surprised that we came back and almost won the game because this is just what we do when we play. And that's why I think Arsenal will struggle when they come to Old Trafford because when we're playing any top team, we step up. At Chelsea, we should have won that game.
100%.
You know,
3-2, 5
especially
to
at home.
go.
Yeah, especially at home. So when Arsenal come, we'll step up again. Garnacho, Rashford, all of them, Haaland, it won't be easy for them. And the fact that Arsenal have to win. But yeah, when I didn't think we'll win, and even when it was 2-2, I thought, yeah, they were gonna concede a late one.
Yeah. Me and Joe were sitting, we sat close, and so we're like, oh the hell, that penalty. What did you think of that penalty by Wan-Bissaka?
It was very dodgy, very dodgy.
Joe, can you replay that?
Yeah, it's very dodgy, man. These days, the decisions, even the one against Chelsea was very debatable as well. The Dalot one, but again,
okay, look at this. Look at this now. Look at this, Ken.
He didn't touch him. He was already down. Yeah, he kicked. Yeah, look. Yeah, exactly. Look, he kicked Wan-Bissaka on his way down. Look. See, bang, there.
Yeah.
If he was at Anfield, I'm sure they would have revoked this. Look, he didn't touch him.
The fact that it didn't even go to VAR, it was like crazy.
Yeah,
it did. They just looked at it and went, "Yep, penalty."
Oh wow! It did. Yeah, they didn't show it on the broadcast.
Because I think the ref was talking to someone in his earpiece.
Yeah, in the VAR. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, overall, did you like United's performance today, Ken? Did you?
No, I didn't. Liverpool should have been 3-2-3 up. 2 or 3-0 up in the first half, and that's why if you look at Liverpool, they're all gutted. You know, Van Dijk looks. Have you seen Van Dijk's post interview? He looked like he was going to cry because he knew that they've blown. You know, it's no longer in their hands anymore. You know, the title, because if they'd won today,
but what was he thinking? This is Old Trafford.
Yeah.
No.
But Van Dijk always disrespects Man United. Though, if you look at all the interviews he's done, every time he's played against Man United, he's always disrespected us.
No.
He thinks we're rubbish. Yeah.
Of course. Do I blame him? Do I blame him? No, I don't.
But the reason why he would be gutted is because they should have won the game. They should have won the game.
As well. The FA Cup quarterfinal, they should have won that game as well.
They should have won. They've blown it again. They bottled both games. Yep. You know, more so today, right? Because we were shambolic. The amount of possession that we just misplaced passes. Bruno was so tyrannical.
But then he scores a goal today, and everyone forgets about the how. And that's what's killing us.
He scored the goal. I still wanted him gone.
Exactly. I'm happy you see that. I'm happy you're saying that because a lot of fans will say, "Well, look at the goal he scored."
I thought they were going to sub him, but they would never sub him, only if it's injured.
You can't keep somebody on the pitch for the sole chance for one of their center backs to give a misplaced pass and then one touches it. No, it's not enough. It's the same thing with Rashford. It's the same thing that was the problem with Anthony. Mm-hmm. The little things that we think they know how to do, that's the X factor, right, is not enough when they don't execute on that one thing, because the other 89 minutes is just completely abysmal. You know, the same thing with McTominay. You know, like I don't get it. Like he was so poor today, man. And I was saying this at the bar. It's time we start looking at Bruno with the same eyes we're looking at Harry Maguire. Right. So 100%. No, Harry Maguire. Because right now I feel that Bruno Fernandes is just as bad as Harry Maguire was when he had the armband on. Yeah. And that almost got Harry Maguire out of this team. It just didn't work out with West Ham. I am now on the idea that we need to start looking at moving. Well, definitely there's a lot of other players, but definitely Bruno Fernandes, either take the armband off or move him along.
Okay, who would you give it to? Who would you give the armband to? Who else?
I don't know.
I'll give it to Dalot at this point. I'll give it to Dalot.
Dalot gave away a penny.
But at least he does try. He does try. I mean, today, if you look at, if you go back to that first goal,
he made a lot of. He
when
played well
Nunes has that ball, nobody follows him with that header because he has the ball across the goal. Nobody has the ball with him because he comes out of his marker. I don't know who was beside him.
Are you talking about the first goal? Yeah, when
Yeah.
Nunes flicked it on. Yeah.
Yeah, with the flick on. Who was there? Then Luis Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz. Yeah.
What the
Who
hell?
was marking him? Who was marking
No,
him?
he was on his own.
Kobe Mino. Was it Kobe Mino was supposed to be
Because
marking
Della
him?
was
But
on the line. Was on the line. On the touch
this is
line.
what I mean. It's like we're conceding. It's the same. Remember the Arsenal game as well when we conceded Declan Rice corner.
Yeah.
It's happened so many times.
Yeah.
It's just I just don't know what this coach is saying. Let's talk about the manager's post-match conference.
I've never heard it. What did he say? I don't listen to him anymore. I don't.
He said anyone that doesn't think there's let me laugh. He said anyone that doesn't see progress in this team is blind. Look, yeah.
He did not say that.
He said that. He did say that. The future of this club is bright. Anyone that doesn't see it is blind. This is what he said to Sky
When a
Sports.
manager says that, he's fighting to keep his job.
Yes, that's what the pundits said. Yeah, that's what the pundits were saying.
This guy is delusional and needs to be sitting under the mental health.
No, it's not that it's not he's delusional. He now has to do his own PR.
Right.
He has to do his own PR.
Beat his own drum.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
sense. He has to. Because nobody else, like the English media, is not having it. Nobody's backing this guy. He needs to be his own PR. He needs to set a narrative. Whenever he's talking to us, he's also talking to the board.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I feel like a lot of his comments recently have been kind of, some head scratches.
But what he's trying to get is we have a new football CEO who knows football, as opposed to a Richard Arnold or one of those numpties we have upstairs that don't care. Omar Barada, this guy is a football guy that's worked at Manchester City. So I'm sure they've made up their mind whether they're going to keep. I don't think they'll go, oh, he's won the FA Cup, let's leave him. I think they've made up their mind either to keep him or to get rid of him.
Okay. So how about if they keep him, they're keeping him with a new structure in place, a director of football, with a real structure, and see how it goes. He doesn't have a proper structure behind him. I would have thought they would put a structure with him and say, okay, these are the structure, these are the players you're going to have for this season. Here we go. If the first 15 games, we probably get to this Christmas and it's like, okay, mate, you're out. And maybe by then, Soul Man's favorite manager, Southgate, has won the Euros at that time. We'll just have to wait to see.
Oh, no, not Southgate. If Southgate comes, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might start looking
there's nothing we can do.
Because
there's nothing we can do. We're just going to have to accept it.
So, Ken, you would keep Eric Ten Hag over Southgate, right?
I will. Yes, I will.
Okay.
Wouldn't you, Joe?
It's not a total loss. Of course.
Oh,
no.
Right.
I would bring Ole back over Southgate.
Oh,
I would bring Ole back over Southgate.
Southgate. Don't forget, Tim. No. Southgate has England's best players. When he comes to Man United, he doesn't have that. Yeah,
that's true.
He doesn't have England has generational wealth.
Harry Kane, Foden, Walker, Grealish.
He has a pick of the cream of the crop.
Yes.
Yo.
And these players have been coached by world-class managers.
Get the cream of the crop and provide a system for them to deliver.
There you go. They're being coached by Pep, Klopp, Arteta, all these type of managers that play good football. So he just picks them and puts them in the team. When you come to Man United, you got Rashford, you got Maguire, you got all these players there. Scott McTominay in midfield. No, he's not ready.
It's as the game progressed. I thought Salah had a poor game today. He wasn't on his game because he always scores. And when we got that penalty, I said, look at this. He always had an opportunity to score. He didn't have an opportunity to open play, But I thought Wan-Bissaka, up to the penalty, didn't have a great game today. I thought Wan-Bissaka was struggling on the left side where Salah was coming through. I just, like Joe said earlier, United didn't play well. We didn't play well at all. The passes were a lot misplaced. We didn't make enough decent passes to string an attack. Højlund I don't think he had even a chance. I think he had one chance that Casemiro
I feel
headed.
for him. We don't create anything.
Not
Did you?
anything.
Did you see
We
that
start.
chance when I think it's towards the end of the first half or second half when Rashford took the ball past Bradley, ran him down the line, cut in, and Højlund was waiting for the ball, and Garnacho was waiting, and then he cut in and he ran it off play. Did you remember? Do you remember
So,
that?
yeah.
That I was like
That was second half because United
second
went
half,
down.
yeah.
Second
When
half,
we
yeah.
Stratford end, yeah.
It's a mess. It's a mess, mate. I mean, if he's injured, I hope that injury, I don't wish it's too long, but I hope sometimes he needs time out. I think this season, Rashford has been absolutely shambolic. I'm sorry.
Since he signed the
We
contract,
can't keep on talking about, last year he scored 30 goals. Oh, yeah, he scored 30.
he played
There's
for the
one thing-
contract.
There's one thing Keane and Ronaldo always used to say. Whatever we did last week doesn't matter what we do this week. That has been done. It's in the books. We cross the green line, the white line. We start anew. You're judged on what you do today, not what we did constantly before. But we keep saying, he scored 30 goals. He should be given a pass. No, he don't.
But I don't even understand that train of thought, right? You scored 30 goals. Yes. We already rewarded you with that because of your contract.
Oh, yeah.
So now, and we are paying you a premium because there's an expectation of 30 goal-ish games. I mean, seasons.
Even 20 would be great. He can't even get 10.
Why do you feel like you not even being close to that this season is okay? Where we've already made an agreement with you. We're going to pay you this much money, but we need you to perform at this level. So I don't understand this whole.
He's not even able to dribble. I'm looking at him today he can't even dribble past a player, bro. He loses the ball and
he can't.
It's like, what the hell are you doing, bro? It's like everything is like he left the field at the end of the season last season and left his skills in the field of last season, and he came out of his body into a new season and left what he did last season there. Like, what are you doing, bro? Against Chelsea, when he came on, he did absolutely nothing. Nothing.
I know.
Why was he there? Why was he
against Chelsea? Was one of the reasons we lost as well.
Yeah.
He just because at least Højlund was holding up the centre back, so Disasio and the other guys was kind of scared to come forward, and Garnacho was pinning the right back
on that side. Those bad subs he made. You're very right.
Yeah. As soon as he took those two off, they were like, okay, we've got freedom. And Rashford doesn't even press anyone, so they just came forward. And Dallo was, too tired to make a tackle.
It's sad, but like I said, we have tried to. I looked at the three runnings of the City, Liverpool. Arsenal have the harder running out of the two teams, Liverpool and City. Their running is harder. They got to play us. They got to play Spurs. I think they got to play Chelsea as well. I think, if my memory serves me right. And like you said, Ken, Arsenal's running is hard. It's a harder running than City and Liverpool's running. But this Arsenal team, the way they're going, hey, welcome, Vim.
Hey guys, how you doing? Sorry,
welcome.
Mr. Bruno Fernandes is on.
Mr. Birthday Boy's on.
Hey, happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Birthday to
Thanks,
Vim.
guys.
Thank you, happy birthday, bro.
Where's the cake?
Thank you very much.
Where's the
cake?
I'm sorry we didn't. I'm glad we didn't.
Today.
I'm glad we didn't embarrass you on your birthday. The guy from Old Trafford. At least they gave me 1 point instead of 0 points.
Oh my God! It should be nil points.
But at least they stopped the old enemy from using us to get to the league title. So we are just talking to Ken. Devin was on earlier, but he had to catch a flight back.
Where's he traveling to now?
No, they had the fanfare where NBC, in Tennessee. So he went to Tennessee to watch that. So Vim, from what did you watch the game? Did you get to see the game?
I did, yeah.
What was your take on United's performance?
I mean, I was trying to remember that first half.
The first goal was Nunes heading the ball across the goal and Diaz on his own.
I mean, that first half, we didn't get a single shot.
No.
I just shared that video now, actually, in the group. It wasn't a penalty, was it? The guy, it was a bit of simulation.
That's what Joe has been showing that, like.
Yeah, it's a shock, man. It's like a ghost penalty.
I
We
don't
got robbed.
understand why they gave it. VAR didn't even. They just had to look at it and went, "Yep, that's it."
VAR said, "Oh, Klopp's leaving this season. Let's just give him a penalty."
And
That's what the VAR room said.
It is quite sad. It is really quite sad.
Yeah.
Welcome, Bems, Mr. Controversial, representing the USA. Bems, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not bad, not bad. We're just talking.
Wait. Bems, smile.
Yeah.
Give us a smile.
Bems.
Just because I'm saying ETH out doesn't mean that we can't have a smile and talk.
Yeah.
Show us your teeth,
But you know what's so funny though?
We're not fighting.
Yeah, but you know what was so funny, right? I've got to mention this, right? You remember that video that you took, Tim, in the R bar,
Yeah.
when we got the winning goal against Liverpool in FA Cup.
Yeah.
Did you see everyone's reaction except Ben's?
Yeah, Ben's.
It's like a deer.
Ben's, I think Ben was in shock. Ben was in shock.
He was just like standing like a statue.
He couldn't
like a
believe
deer in
that.
headlights.
Ben,
Everyone else was going crazy, and Bems, you'd frozen.
Oh, you mean when Ahmad scored the goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, the winning goal.
Yeah. I didn't expect that, man, because I've been used to United not bringing in the results for how many years? So
yeah, it's like you were in shock.
Yeah, I was shocked. I didn't expect it. I was really shocked.
It was funny, man.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was so funny.
So as it stands, United.
Hold up, Tim.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I can't let Bems get away with that. Yo, fellas, Ken, Vim.
Yes.
Bems was talking mad shit, man, during
About
the
what?
whole game, man. He was
About
negative as fuck, man, during that game. Bems
Hey?
was like, Bems kept on saying that, oh, yep, they're gonna score. Yep, they're
Yeah.
gonna do this.
And rightly so.
Bems being exposed.
And rightly so.
Bems.
And rightly so.
I gotta
ETH
do
is
it.
gonna do
I
good,
gotta
isn't
do
it? I bet he's saying that. ETH is gonna do good.
No, and
Listen.
rightly so, because I don't believe in them players, man. You know that. Joe, you know.
You believe in
Yeah,
ETH.
You know
though.
that.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
he does.
Like,
Maybe ETH
Actually,
should get on the pitch. He might do better.
There you go.
And rightly
There you
so.
go, mate.
Because
So-
some players you can't trust them, man.
So as it stands now, Vim, do you think United did enough to hold that Liverpool title charge?
No way enough. I mean, these two teams should be going at toe to toe for the whole game. And I think this season we've probably played our best games against Liverpool, but we had 0 shots in the first half, which is unacceptable. And second half they came out and really going for it. And it's good to see that battle in them, but it's not enough. It's like the team doesn't know how to play amazing football. That's where we're lacking.
Right. Bems, what you saw compared to what you expected before the game, what was the expectations, Bems?
Obviously, before the game, I expected. I didn't expect a win. I was pretty. I didn't expect. I was leaning towards it was going to be a loss. I was like, well, but knowing United, we could kind of nick this some type of way, just like the way we did it the last time. But I was surprised, but then when the first goal went in, I was like, okay, well, here we go again. And then in the second half, they make a mistake, we score, and then we have a moment of brilliance from Kobe Mainoo, which is what United have shown to do, is moment of brilliance. And see, it just shows that the players have the players can do it. If they can do it if they can fight and show that mentality against Liverpool and beat Liverpool and show that mentality to come back from 2-0 down against Chelsea, and show if they can do this, that means they have it in them to push forward to try and do something, but they keep falling short. Right. So I mean, and I don't know what the manager can do about that. It's only so much he can do. I think a lot of it is on the players.
Right.
So yeah,
I agree. I think the players today. So Vim, that when we Joe just played back that penalty incident, it seems Wan-Bissaka literally didn't touch the ball, didn't actually touch the player either. It's like the guy left the trailing leg like that. If you look at it again, Joe, yeah.
It wasn't a clear penalty though, man.
You see
But
how
obviously
Elliot
in the box
leaves.
it's
You see,
gonna
look
be
at
different.
Elliot's leg. Look at his right leg.
Simulation, yeah, simulation, and the referees fell for it.
Hey, can you unmute?
No, I'm just saying, yeah, he just kicked into Wan-Bissaka's leg. And VAR looked at it and they just said, yeah, it will be upheld.
Because Wan-Bissaka didn't touch the man, didn't touch the ball. He missed everything completely. But Elliot leaves. Watch Elliot's right leg.
Yeah.
But if you make a tackle, but the thing about it is that
Inside the box,
don't make a tackle like that inside the box though. That's
it was
the
careless.
thing.
It was careless.
Yeah.
And it's like
And that's
you
a
gave them
mentality thing
ammunition
too.
to make those kind of decisions by making such
That's
a
panic.
tackle.
That's
Yeah.
panic.
Yeah, but did you hear though? There was a gift or something left by the Fenway Sports Group in the VAR room.
Really?
Yeah.
Vim, no, that can't be true.
Yeah, there was like an
brown
early,
brown
it was an
envelope.
Easter gift or something. I don't know what was there.
Right.
Are you being serious?
Yeah,
Really?
like some
He's joking, he's joking.
golden eggs or something, Easter eggs
So
from the
where we
Fenway
are
Sports
now,
Group.
where we
But
are now,
we didn't deserve to win the game anyways, though.
No,
we
we
didn't
didn't.
deserve to win the game. So
Kobe Menu, that goal out of nothing.
It's just moments of brilliance with this team,
Individual
isn't it?
brilliance. That's what I was
Individual
gonna say,
brilliance, and you know,
Yeah.
it's not enough because we've got to have individual brilliance with a game plan, a team that are all heading in the same direction and know what to do and how to support each other, how to defend together as a team, how to hold the midfield together, how to attack from the front. They all have to be willing to do this together for each other. And there's no team there. There's just eyes, a bunch of eyes. And as we know, there's no eyes in team. It's TEAM. There's no I in there. So this team is all about eyes. I. This is what I can do. But as a team, non-existent sometimes.
Right. Benz, the Kobe
Yeah.
Menu situation. As you said, another, like Vim just said, another moment of individual. How long can we keep having the individual?
To be honest with you, man, I think, I mean, yeah, it was a slight moment of brilliance, but he did. But then you could tell, like, the manager was, because Kobe Mano, I don't know if Kobe Mano made a lot of runs into the box in the first half. Did he?
He made a few, leaving Casemiro behind.
Okay, so but yeah, I mean, I know his moment of brilliance, but then Kobe Mano is also a quality player, though. If you have more quality players like Kobe Mano in your squad,
yes.
it then goes away from a moment of brilliance and becomes a team type goal because then you have players that will make better decisions. You have players that can hold the ball more. You have players that be able to pass the ball better. It's so many different things that come into play when you have better quality players in your squad. A lot of these players are just not good enough. But then Kobe Mano just shows really how good he is, and he puts us forward, man. So I mean, I don't know what to say again. I've said this so many times in different ways. I don't know. I mean, fans can be ETH out, but I'm gonna be ETH in, man. If we can lose,
right? There's nothing wrong with being ETH in.
I'm gonna stick ETH in because I can see a difference between him and him and the rest of the other managers. Is that no, really, I really do.
You said I need deliverance, yeah.
Do you know what the Sith is?
You need deliverance, yes, Ken.
Are you sure you
one at a time. Finish, Ben.
Yeah.
Finish up.
Yeah, so I mean, I just think a lot of it is on the players, man. It's just these players need to be shipped on. That's all.
Right. Vim.
I was going to ask a quick question. Sorry. Do you know what a Sith is? A Sith from Star Wars.
Oh no. I've pointed about the Sith.
No,
you guys Star Wars.
As in SITH. You guys not Star Wars fans.
I'm not Star Wars fan.
I'm a Trekkie.
Yeah, so Sith, they only think in absolutes, as in it's always a dark side or a light side. There's always a one option or another, and there's no other. There's nothing in between. And that's how Sith thinks. That's how they think. Whereas a Jedi will have a more open mind and elaborate and have more middle ground and so on. Whereas a Sith only deals with absolutes. So I think you're a Sith.
That's what you call me, a Sith.
Bems is a Sith.
You know
It's
what?
one or the other. ETH in or ETH out. Nothing else.
I can say I can switch it too. I can switch it to you guys
That's what
because
Sif does.
no. I can see I can switch it back because a Sith, right, thinks in one way, right? Because technically you guys have been blaming managers, which is thinking one way.
No, we blame everything.
no,
We blame it
I'm
all.
just
It's
saying,
not just the manager.
No, Tim, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying, okay,
No.
if a Sith thinks in one way, well, one way is
absolute.
always blaming the manager every single time.
We're not
And
only blaming
that's
him
what you
though.
guys
That's
are
the whole
doing
point.
In my own defense, I'm trying to switch it around because I'm like, okay, I'm tired of blaming managers. I want to take a different
we're not
route
saying
this
it's
time.
just his fault. We blame the players too. The players are also to blame.
Come on in, Ken. Come on in, Ken.
So Bems, I disagree with what you said that if we had more Kobe Mainos, would be fine. I don't agree with that. The reason I don't is if you look at Champions League football and every other league that we watch, every team has a style of play.
Right.
Even if you have 11 Zidane,
if you had the Kobe Mainos, you would.
Well, let me finish.
They'll be able to play what he wants to play.
Even if you have 11 Maradonas, 11 you have Figo, Pele, and all these guys in one team, and you don't have a style of play, you will not win anything. I am telling you now.
There's a reason why individualistic.
Yeah.
Did we have a style of play last season?
We don't. I mean,
we don't.
Then how did we win something?
No, because he was more
I think no, but I think we had more of a style of play last season compared to this.
Last season,
I think we had more of a style.
To be honest,
I'm not sure what it was.
I think we slightly digressed a bit.
No, we have regressed.
And do you know why? Did you know why it's different this season?
What, injuries?
Okay, what else?
Oh, why is it different?
Injuries. I would say injuries.
What is
the manager?
Okay.
Is it because of Darth Vader?
What is
the manager change the style of play?
What
the
is
manager change the style of play? That's why.
Wait, okay, but what is a common theme with United after you make Champions League? What happens the next year with almost every manager that we've had? The season after we do well, what happens the next season?
They regress, go backwards.
That's it.
So we're literally one season wonder.
Yeah. Regardless of the manager, right? Regardless of the manager, the next season we always digress. But then you guys always blame the manager. But one thing has been consistent in this club is the culture, the players. They've been consistent. The managers have always changed, but you're getting the same results.
Yeah, but that's
all
why
I gotta
say.
He
tried to change the culture.
The manager anymore. That's
why he tried to change the culture, and fair play to him, for trying that.
Yeah,
and he took a different approach, a bit more of a disciplinarian.
Yeah,
but and it's difficult to get everything right.
Exactly.
It's a huge job to take on. So that's what we're saying. We're not blaming. We're not being singular about this. We're not blaming just him for the failures at this club. We accept that there's more to it. It's everything. It's the culture. It's the staff. It's the players. It's the coaches.
Football director.
But why does he
facilities
for it, though?
Everything. He's not.
But you're saying ETH out,
the
which
buck
is
stops
taking
with
the blame for
him if you can't make them progress.
There's no way
we know
ETH is going to be able to get this team to progress. It's not possible.
Yeah, but someone needs He's the captain of the ship, and that captain needs to get us out of these murky waters.
There's no manager on earth can get us out of this mess. I'm telling you.
Maybe there is.
There is none. There is none. The only way.
That's how a Sith would think.
The only way a manager will get that's how. Yes, you're correct. That's how people like y'all would think. Because until you fix the issues behind the scenes, no manager will be successful. So
and the manager has to come in and fix that. The manager has to also come in and fix that, along with the support of the board and the club.
No, I'm sorry. But it's not only the manager. The club, the owners have to do something about it. Behind the scenes, give the manager the tools to do their job.
Agreed.
I mean, Jim Ratcliffe said it, man. He said the environment has not been good for any manager for the past 10 years.
I agree. That's 100%. So I mean, I will agree with Benz on this one. And Bim, you're right. Benz, you're also right. There is more than the players, the manager. There's also the background, behind the scenes, the processes and procedures, and actual points that need to be filled, places and spots that need to be filled. Like Ineos will now put in a proper director of football, a sporting director. If they put that in place, and Erik ten Hag is still failing, then I could say, we tried it with him in this new structure. Then he needs to be shipped out.
And I agree with you, Tim.
But the problem here now is the quality of players on this field are still not good enough. Yesterday, I told Joe, yesterday was the first time this season I watched a full Arsenal game when Man United are not playing against Arsenal. I sat down to watch Arsenal and Brighton. Brighton, they said, is one of the best passing teams. Arsenal went there and destroyed this team like they were nobody. I sat there like I sent a chat like, wow, these guys are really good. The passing, everybody knows where everybody is. They defend together, they attack together. When they're attacking, certain players will hold back. It's like they really
have a system. This is what I was saying to Ben. You can't have good players and expect it. They have a system.
Did Arteta have a system his first season?
Did he have a system? He didn't.
He didn't. I'm sorry. He didn't.
Guys,
he didn't.
Did Arteta not have a style of play the first season? He did. That's why they won the FA Cup.
He didn't. I'm sorry.
He
had a style of play.
He got rid of.
What position did Arsenal take when Arteta started his first few seasons?
What position did they take?
They won the FA Cup. They beat.
Okay.
Yeah, but they won
United.
The FA Cup. They beat Liverpool. And they beat City to win the FA Cup.
In ETH's defense, we came third with Carabao Cup. And this season,
he had a system.
Let me finish.
We had Fred and Casemiro sitting in front of the defense, protecting the defense. That's why we were able to win football matches.
I don't care what you guys say. ETH's statistics is better than Arteta's statistics in his first 2 seasons. Go check it out.
Right. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Fine.
It does matter.
Fine.
Because if you're saying there's no system,
but the club put a structure for Arteta to work with. He got rid of people like Aubameyang. What's the other French guy? There's a French striker they had.
Pepe.
Pepe.
There's
another guy.
And Ozil as well. They got rid of Ozil.
Exactly. And mind you, Arteta had the structure behind him. ETH never had. He doesn't.
Yeah,
apart from getting rid of Ronaldo, we have not improved in anything. Nothing has changed.
Actually, who at our club?
We're literally Ten Hag is literally playing with the same squad that Ole had, except for Onana. No. I'm just saying Onana, because most of his signings have been injured, right? Onana, who else? And Højlund.
So hypothetical question then: who in our club?
But the game today, who is in? How many of the players that started are Ten Hag signings?
Yeah, just hypothetical question: who in our club then is the equivalent of Ozil and Aubameyang that need to go?
Rashford is Aubameyang.
Rashford and Bruno, they need to be shipped. I'm sorry, people who like Bruno, but
Bruno.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Rashford needs
Bruno.
to be shipped.
He's hardworking, but there's not enough end product for what he does.
Not enough end product.
He scored today.
Yeah, he scored.
I don't think Bruno is the problem.
Vim.
I think Bruno is a problem.
Bruno today.
Bruno is a problem. I don't know what you're watching.
Can we get a round table? Can we get a round table?
What am I watching?
Bruno is shit.
I'm watching MUTV.
Was Bruno Fernandes, regardless of him scoring, was Bruno Fernandes shit today?
He was shit.
He was shit.
Hey, we had that conversation last time. Hey, he was shit, man. Was it shit?
Was shit. Yeah.
Okay. So can we win with Bruno continually? Like, what is it about Bruno's game that like
he's careless?
He gives the ball away. Yes, I know he does give the ball away, but he's.
I guarantee you, you will not win a title. You will not win a title with a number 10 like that. There. You will not win a title with a. You will not win a title.
He needs to tidy up. His determination is there. What we're lacking with the others is determination.
Work rate with no
work rate and determination are key with him.
Work rate, that's why product. It means
I know his end product. I know his end product's lacking sometimes. Absolutely.
One thing I noticed about this team. One thing I noticed about this team is
will cost us titles for sure.
One thing
it's like saying I'm not trying to compare. It's like saying Roy Keane was such a hard worker, but as much as he got sent off on a few times, but there was end product for what he produced week in, week out. With Bruno, it's the constant overpassing, underpassing, poor passes, then one moment of what? One goal. His ratio of goals is poor. Let's be realistic.
They haven't brought that. They haven't brought that into check with him. No. If they look at his stats and they say, Bruno, look, we like what you do. We appreciate your effort and hard work on the pitch and determination to win this game. And we know you don't like losing, but we need you to rein it in. You need to tighten up your game, tidy it up. And he's not being checked or reined in to do that. Similarly for Rashford, who's not being called up for not making those runs and going for the headers.
Yeah.
So a lot of the players are allowed to do what they want.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not being told,
Let
we
me-
want you to play a certain way, which is what Pep and Klopp do.
I
Play this
remember a
way.
lot of-
This is
I
the way to
remember-
Let me
play.
ask you a question. Was he
Hold on a
wasteful?
minute,
Was he
Ben,
wasteful
just
on the
before-
Ole?
Ben, before you say one thing, I remember a lot of United fans, we used to crucify Pogba for overdoing the thing. But this guy makes Pogba's passes look better because Bruno makes more wrong passes than Pogba ever did. And
Man,
it is what it is.
Pogba's passes were sweet, man. Much
But,
better
yeah,
than
we used to say
Bruno's.
that we used to say he tried to loses the ball in the wrong places. Bruno's worse, but Bruno doesn't get as much heat from the press than Pogba.
And guess what? That's what.
But there was always an agenda against Pogba, so that is what it is.
It's always going to be agenda against certain players every time. I mean, I wasn't to be fair to Bruno. Bruno, when he came to the club, the first season and a half, 2 seasons, he was excellent. But he was still losing the ball.
Yes.
He was still wasteful, but not as wasteful as he is now, but he was still wasteful.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that because he brought so much to the team, we overlooked that wastefulness because he was creating chances. But now, right? How many seasons in is dried up? You can't keep you can't. I mean, you kept that the fact that he keeps wasting the ball is gotten worse.
Yeah.
So
it's the same thing with Rashford.
Yeah.
We overlooked a lot of bad traits
because of the
because he was scoring goals.
I never.
It's just like Shannon Sharp. Just like Uncle, Shannon Sharp says, don't accept bad behavior when you win that you wouldn't accept when you lose.
Exactly.
And for a while, there's some players that we've done it for, Rashford being one of them. So yeah, he's definitely like in the Ten Hag Arteta comparison, Rashford is definitely our Aubameyang. We still have some Pepes and Lacazettes that need to get out of this team.
Lacazette was the guy I was trying to remember.
They're not built for what this team is trying to do.
No, at all, man.
And if you look at this team, right, you can tell this team needs to be on the ball a little bit longer for them to start gaining confidence.
Yeah.
And with Bruno constantly losing the ball,
it breaks down.
It breaks down. The team gets frustrated because we go through so much effort a lot of times because we're always conceding possession. But when we make the effort to actually get the ball back, and then Bruno just boom in one fell swoop, like a good 2-3 minutes of just hard work, it's just given away because he wanted to try some Hollywood.
They have to try and get the ball back again
instead of play football.
And it's harder when we're playing against a passing team that keep the ball like City.
Yeah,
it
can get very frustrating.
Yes, it can.
I'll tell you, if Bruno, there were a couple chances today, right? That the chance that was offside was Garnacho was offside.
Yes.
If Bruno passes that thing one time, Garnacho was onside. That's one. That's chance one. Chance two, there was he got the ball on the left side on the attack, right? He holds onto the ball a little bit too long. He loses it. If he passes that ball quickly, we have an opportunity to have a shot on goal. That would have been 2 goals. Just from not being and I'm telling you guys, if we are 2-0 up, because at that point Liverpool hadn't had a chance. If we are 2-0 up at within 10 minutes of the game, 2-0 up, that changes the dynamic of that game.
100%.
That gets Liverpool has to come out a little bit more. That makes them more vulnerable on the counterattack. Now, we could even go for 3. See, a lot of times in this game, this game is not rocket science. But if you keep the ball, make the right decisions, it can change the end results by 2 goals, 3 goals.
100%.
It's just that simple.
Right. Quickly, Vim, you won the game. What would you rate United's performance on a scale of 1 to 10? The whole team's performance today. What are you rating them?
Probably a 5.
5. Ken?
Yeah, I'll say 5 as well. Yeah, I mean, draw, steady 5.
Bams?
I was 5.5, man.
Joe?
Because
about 5.5. That's why I give
5.5. So we all saw the game. I'm giving them a 4.9 because end of the day, I'm being honest. you see at this level, because Liverpool didn't finish the chances. Salah didn't have a great game today. There were so many times he had the chance to score, he missed. Because Wan-Bissaka, who's playing on the left side, which was not his greatest game, we are so disjointed. Like I told you,
Very, very disjointed.
When I watched that Arsenal game yesterday, I started scratching my head like, I didn't know Arsenal played that well. I know they're good, but
Tim, I've been telling you this,
you've
man.
been
Arsenal
saying it.
play good, yeah.
But people keep saying the standard is Man City. How about the standard? You can't even, the standard is Arsenal football. We can't even get to that level. So we are so far from Arsenal.
Well, forget Arsenal. We can't even get to Aston Villa.
Arsenal played better. Arsenal played better.
Yeah.
Arsenal played better football than Liverpool.
I think Arsenal played the best football in the league right now.
Currently.
It's not even City. Yeah, it might. I think it's
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
But Arsenal fans don't think that way, though. Arsenal fans think they're very, some of their fans are calling AFTV complaining that they're boring. They don't keep. They're more.
They're better. Oh,
the best.
No, if we could play like that,
Arsenal fans are dumb.
If not, well, that's Arsenal fans. If you look at, for me personally, if you look at Arsenal last season, the first half of last season, they were the football they played was out of this world, even better than City's. This season, I think Arteta's gone, okay, you know what? Let's conserve our energy
and get mentally tougher.
Let's conserve our energy and let's take it to the to go the full length as opposed to going all out and then tiring towards the end of this. That's probably. But their fans are still complaining. Yeah.
So Vim, before you came in, Ken was saying there's a different perspective in the South, which is London, about United fans hoping will prefer City or Liverpool. I mean, they'll prefer City than Arsenal. Where do you stand as a North Londoner or Northwest Londoner in terms of
winning the title?
Would you prefer Arsenal, Man City, or Liverpool?
I did say Arsenal last time.
Yeah,
but to be honest, I don't want any of them to win it.
Yeah, but so far one of them's gonna win it. If we had Aston Villa, we don't have Villa. Villa have fallen off. They're too far off. So those three now.
To be honest, I don't really like any of those teams. It'd be difficult to choose. I don't really care.
All of them.
I don't really care. Right. I thought it would be Arsenal last time because the others have won a lot of trophies, and maybe we need to give it to someone else. But I really couldn't care less.
Right, Benz. Are you still Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City?
I don't want any of them teams to win it, but obviously one of them is gonna win it. I would definitely not Liverpool. For me, it's between Arsenal and City. I guess at this point, I would just, because the only team there that cannot better or equal any of our records is Arsenal. So I would just say Arsenal.
Joe?
No, all day.
What do you say? Why are you whispering?
Arsenal all day.
I'm with Joe. Like I said on this platform,
legacy.
Most of the guys I went to university with back in London are all Arsenal fans. And they've been telling me you got to make sure you beat Liverpool. I said, that's fine. I after the Chelsea game, I started to scratch my head like, I don't know if we can pull that off. Well, it is what it is. But
we almost did today, though.
I respect Liverpool, but I can't stand them. I don't want them to win. I don't want club going into the sunset with a league title and making it 20 titles. I don't want City, one of the most crooked teams in English football, who were rebooted in 2008 to win 4 in a row, a new record. No. Arsenal. The fans they get on my nerves, but I'd rather them than the other two. You see what I mean? There's no record that will upset me with Arsenal compared to City and Liverpool.
But to be fair, right? So sorry, Joe, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Ken, if the FFP violations came through and City, they took away one of City's last few trophies, right? I would then switch it up for City to win. Instead of City winning it 4 in a row, right? I would rather, if it was like split up, I would be okay with that. Then I would want City to win and not Arsenal. It's like that.
I feel, but I don't even know if are they ever going to charge Man City? I don't know it at this point. But since they're not going to charge Man City for now, I will support Arsenal for this season only. One season only. I don't even mind they beat us at Old Trafford. I'm at that point. If that's what it takes for them to win the title, Man United, shit. Play a bad game. Arsenal give them title. I'm done. I can't take City. I can't take Liverpool. Have the one title this season. Goodbye. We're done. But anything else, I can't take Liverpool, Man City. No way. I just can't do it. I can't. Arsenal fans, they get on my nerves, but I'll take this than City and Liverpool. Klopp cannot be retiring and taking a league title with him. No way.
But I feel it's going to go that way. I think that the Premier League may just, certain powers that be might do him a favor.
Of Liverpool,
being
right?
being his last season.
I'm seeing,
they tend to do these
things. Decisions.
Like the penalty today. You've got the best technology in the world to see that it wasn't a penalty, but those things are overlooked. And little favors kind of, go in certain people's way. And I think they look upon Klopp favorably, and they'd like him to leave with good memories of the Premier League.
They love him. Like, you have your swan song, take this title and leave. It's good. I get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
he'll be a good ambassador for the Premier League. He'll go back to Germany and think, yeah, Premier League is best, man. It's the best ever.
Yeah.
Rock and roll football.
Yeah. There you go. And that's where we are. But as our biggest rival and the two biggest clubs in English football, nah, not on our watch. No. I can't take Liverpool making 20 titles. No.
But you know what, though, Tim? In a way, right? I think, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even mind if Liverpool win it this season.
Oh no!
Or Liverpool. The reason why is because I think we as United fans and our so-called players, I think we need to come to reality, man.
Of course we are.
We're shit, man.
We are.
I think maybe
losing.
I think maybe losing the record. I'm curious to see what losing one of those records would do
Man
to these
City
players.
equals a treble. They're trying to do a double treble.
Maybe because last year when we
any sense. No.
Joe, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
Now, I was just saying is that if maybe last season they equaled our treble record.
They're
maybe
trying to do
Liverpool should
treble, bro.
maybe Liverpool should take our 20 times and just let's see what it, because to be honest with you, man, we're not doing anything about it.
No,
so what's the use? We're not doing anything like to stop it.
Yeah.
So what's the use?
Yeah, you're right. We had an opportunity to beat them in the FA Cup final. We fucked that up. So it is what it is.
Why keep this 20 times thing when we're not doing anything to stop? We've had seasons to stop Liverpool from winning a Premier League trophy. We've had seasons. We've not done jack shit about it.
No,
we've had 10 years. 10 years.
Yeah.
A decade to do something about it. We haven't done it.
No, we haven't.
All right, Joe, go ahead, man.
No, I'm just saying, man, like all that does is really punish the fans. It's the fans that really built this club. It's the fans that follow this club. It's just the fans that show up. It's the fans that motivate these players to, so like saying that we should just go ahead and just give them, it doesn't really affect the individuals that have the power to fix it. It doesn't affect the players. It doesn't affect the owners. Because if they cared enough, right, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. So just conceding to allow them to get those records from us. Nah, I don't think that. I still feel like they have an obligation, no matter how poor they are.
Exactly.
The Glazers, no matter how poor,
stand up and be counted.
Yes. No matter how poor they're running this club, they need to be aware of those records and protect those records. The same thing with these players. So
the players especially.
I think it's the same fans that are jeopardizing the club too, in my opinion.
How do you mean?
The reason why I say that is the constant calling for managers to get sacked is the fans. That's clearly the fans. Because every time you sack a manager, you're not letting the process go. You're not letting whatever they're trying to do go. Like look at Arteta. Arsenal, he's been given time.
How long has Arteta been in Arsenal? 5 years now?
Liverpool. No, he's been there 3-4 years, I think. Wow. 3-4 years. And look at Klopp.
Running team. Wow.
Exactly. Look at Klopp. Look at Klopp at Liverpool. I mean, a lot of these managers been given time, but man, United fans, they all
Okay,
of a
The
so
sudden
thing,
they
so
the
feel
Babs,
we
thing
can
is,
win a
can I
title
can I
yeah,
all
the
of a
thing is,
sudden.
he's
So
got
I
1 year
blame the
left on his
fans.
contract. He's got 1 year left on his
exactly.
contract.
Who,
So let him
Arteta?
see out his contract.
And we deserve Southgate. I guarantee you. In
Oh.
fact, I
Whoa, whoa,
want
whoa, whoa,
want
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Southgate.
whoa.
It doesn't guarantee. It doesn't mean that we get Southgate. Anyway,
All
let me
right.
come in. Let me come in
All
there.
right, Ken.
Yeah, go
So
on, Ken.
the reason we're saying ETH out, and the reason some of us are saying we want the manager out this time is because we now have a structure in place, right? And ETH's role, whether he stays or
Structure
leaves.
does not go. We no.
Wait, let me
Okay,
finish.
okay,
Hear me
Ken.
out. Hear me out.
Tell me which
Hear me
structure,
out.
please. Tell me the
Yeah,
structure,
hear me out.
and tell me when the
What?
structure has actually worked yet.
Yeah. Hear me
Okay.
out. The
Okay.
structure I'm talking about is whether I don't know if you guys in the States are aware of this, but this is breaking news as in early last week. Whether ETH, this was broken by Laurie Whitwell, whether ETH stays or leaves, he would no longer be the manager. Did you guys know that? He would be the head coach. That is a big change. That means that he would not be responsible for transfers. He would not be able to identify players.
So is that
wants.
demotion?
Yes, it is.
So they're
And
taking
he's
some of his roles up.
yes. And ETH behind the scenes has accepted this because that's the structure he was used to working with at Ajax. Now, the Southampton guy that's coming in and the Newcastle guy that's coming in will be responsible for buying players, and they would basically define how Manchester United would want to play. Manchester United
I've heard this,
philosophy
so.
of football. Yes. So they'll say, okay, we're going to be a possession-based team. Therefore, ETH, we want you to play possession-based football, and we're going to buy you players to play possession-based football. If you can't do it, you're out of the door. ETH is happy with that. Now, if we're saying that, then why can't we bring a manager that's very good at what we want to do? Because ETH said he can't do what he was brought in to do from Ajax.
Because he doesn't have the
openly.
players, man. Ken, that's what he said. He doesn't have the players.
But the players we've given him to fit his plan.
Have you? Okay, did you give him a full? Did you give him a full 11?
Come on, man. No one. Pep
No,
didn't get a full 11. Pep didn't get a full 11. Klopp
But does he have a full
it
11
takes
now?
time.
Does he get? Does he wait? But does he have a full 11 now?
So that's what he doesn't.
No, Ken. Does he have a full 11
let me
now?
land. Let me land.
Let Ken finish. Round up.
Yeah.
Round up, Ken.
So what I'm saying now is we've got an investor that invested 1.5 billion pounds into the club.
Mm-hmm.
If you invested 1.5 billion into the club, would you not want to bring your own manager to do things your way? You've already brought in a structure,
Very true.
which is Omar
And I'm
Barada,
going to ask another question again,
football. Though. Yeah. So why would you leave someone that the guys that the people that brought him in, you've already got rid of them. Richard Arnold and the other guys, they're all leaving. So why would you leave this guy in charge when he's not performing? You would say, I've invested money. I've given this guy a loan, and he's been given a loan to buy players. He hasn't done it. So let me bring it. I've come in. I'm changing it. I want to do it my way. I'm going to bring in someone that knows.
Makes
I'm
sense.
ask a couple questions
Right.
here. I'm going to ask a couple questions
quickly,
here.
round up.
I'm going to ask a couple questions here. Okay, he's been given money to buy, right? Okay, couple questions. Does Ten Hag do the negotiation for these players?
No.
Okay, thank you. That's one putting in there. Okay. How many transfer windows do you think a manager needs to get all the players he needs?
Not one transfer window, but you could.
No. It's a simple question.
When you bring in someone.
Just give me an answer. How many transfer windows do you think a manager needs to get the players that he needs?
You need
a simple question.
You need a couple of transfer windows.
Is it a couple? Is it two? Is
not
it
with,
three?
Not with Val Vegas.
Okay. Is it two? Is it three? Is it four? Give me a number. 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 You think two is enough?
It takes time, but the first
okay, wait. I'm going somewhere. How many do you think two transfer windows is enough for a manager to get all the players he wants?
You don't have to get all your players to have a style of play.
Wait. Okay.
Okay. Next question.
Wait. The next question is: did Erik ten Hag have set a play at Ajax?
Yes. He did, but he said he doesn't want to do that at Man United.
Okay. You've answered my question. Okay. When Sir Jim Ratcliffe made a statement, he made a statement about clubs like Arsenal. Look at Arteta. that's been given time, and look at what they're doing. If an owner, the owner of your football club, or the 25%, is saying that he likes what he's seen in Arsenal, that they've given the manager time.
Don't fall for that. Don't fall for
No.
that.
I'm just saying. Why?
Round up, Ben. Go on.
Why would he not, like? I mean, then sacking Ten Hag, that's being hypocritical, right? So then, if he does that, then why would I believe in the new Sir Jim Ratcliffe? I mean,
there's a fair point. There's a fair point. I see both your arguments. I see what Ben is saying. It will take a couple of from what you're saying, from what Sir Jim is saying. It doesn't make sense to get.
He wasn't given transfer. He wasn't given the January transfer window. He was only given 2 summers. The January transfer window, they bought him nothing. Zero.
The guy's not good enough, Bems, man. Let's
ask this question.
Let me bring in
Vim.
Vim, then Joe. Go on, Vim.
Obviously, your case has been made quite clearly many times, Bims. Are you happy if he doesn't perform by the end of next season? Then you call it quits. Then
so. I never said.
But he's got 1 year left in his contract. Let me ask a question.
Tim,
let me phrase it. He's got 1 year left in his contract. I'm happy to give him another year.
Hold on, Ben. Hold on.
Let me ask my question. He's got 1 year left on his contract,
right?
And I'm happy for him to stay and try and do the best he can with the tools he has. If we still keep regressing and we don't have a style of player football and we still spend, let's say, another 200-300 million, are you still happy for him to be renewed at that point,
No,
or would you like to try another manager?
No.
I clearly said it. That Tim,
okay, so
Tim,
one more season.
He needs to be sacked. He needs to be sacked if he doesn't perform.
I want to give him one more season in this new structure with the whole football. Director of football, sporting, and whereby they're making head coach. Let's see how that structure is going to work.
Exactly,
if he's still underperforming,
the structure needs to be given time. Just like Ken said, the structure is put in place, but it needs to be given time under that structure, though.
Joe,
and the structure of like the backroom stuff. I'm not talking about this.
The medical team.
I think it's well, definitely, Joe. But I think like
the medical team. I don't know what they're doing there.
Ken mentioned him, the idea of him coming in as a head coach. Like that's very unlikely for that to happen. It doesn't even make any sense to demote him to head coach.
It's not demoting. We're just taking off his responsibilities. It's not demoting. It's like, listen, you are not going to be in charge of looking for players. That's what it is.
Yeah, he won't be responsible for something.
It's not a demotion. Still the manager.
That is
I won't even say that type of.
No, he ain't.
That is a demotion. You said
I don't think it's a demotion because end of the day,
let somebody else be head coach, and then there was going to be a manager. That handles everything else.
No, he's gonna be the coach.
No.
There's gonna be a technical director.
But that's not what we want, though, right? Because that's not the way Liverpool do it. That's not the way City do it. The Liverpool Klopp and Pep are not coaches, though. They are managed. They are involved with transfers. They do have they don't make the final decision. But it's a committee.
They are at that
committee
point
of decision making.
They've earned the rights. They've earned the rights.
But is there also the possibility that the job is too big for Ten Hag?
I believe it's too. Yeah,
I think it is.
Then who is the job not too big for? Then tell me.
There's nobody in this world that.
Mourinho.
Well,
too big for Ben Hall.
But you see,
maybe have a manager and a head coach.
Is he going to be too big for Nagelsmann, or is it going to be too small for Nagelsmann? Tell me.
It's probably going to be too big for him as well.
Okay,
he's not a big man himself. He's only 5'4" or something like that.
What about Vim? I think Vim should get the job, man.
I always thought it should be an amalgamation of heads. I think the Manchester United job is so big, it needs 2 people to do that.
I like to ask why Man United players don't improve on the errors they make the week before. I mean, I think we as fans could see.
That's coaching.
That guy's on his own. Who's following him? We could.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't see, man. And we've been seeing the same consistent thing season after season. Come on, bro. It's clear.
How many times this season have United considered goals with a cutback? The last time we considered the cutback was against Brentford. Nobody is ever there. So
against Chelsea.
The only way that you fix all
Chelsea's first
is
goal.
to play compact.
Look at that.
The only way to fix all this is to play compact. And Ten Hag does not want to. Ten Hag wants to play. He wants to open up. He wants to play direct. He wants to
Not
have
with
more
this
ball
kind of
possession.
defenders, bro. These
It's not going to
defenders
work in
sometimes are so
England.
lack
I
of
totally-
awareness.
It's not going to work in England. That style of football would not work in this country. That's why he has to go, because it's
It's
stubborn.
working with Klopp though.
No, Klopp doesn't do that though.
So what
That's
does
the
Klopp
thing.
do?
Klopp,
Because what Ten Hag is trying to do is close to what Klopp
it's
is doing.
not. It's not.
It is.
Guys, is it close? Am I just
It
being
is.
blind? Are we saying that Ten Hag's
It
doing
is.
something similar to what Klopp's doing?
He wants to play
No.
transition.
He's not.
It's close to. It's close to. It's just. It's not been executed right.
We are not
I'm
even
telling
close to
you.
what Liverpool play. We don't hold the ball. We
We're
don't high press.
miles
man.
I'm
away.
saying what he's
We
trying
are
to do is
Oh.
what is similar to what Klopp. I'm not saying it's been implemented though. That's two different things.
But you got to implement it with the right kind of players who can do it. We don't have what it takes to do it.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have the players to do what he's trying to do. That's what I'm
We don't
saying.
have it.
We
don't have the
it.
players.
But
we
sometimes,
don't have good
where
enough
do
players.
we draw the line and say some of these players are so lack of around the lack of awareness is unbelievable and unforgivable, bro. You can see
The thing
Chelsea
is, though,
game, 2 minutes, they were already out behind.
the thing is, I've got to. Yeah,
cutback.
it's a quite important thing actually. You just reminded me of it, what you just said, Tim, because the goal where he conceded and Kobe Mainoo was supposed to be marking the player, but he didn't know what to do. And I don't know if you heard the commentator's comments that he was almost lost and he didn't know how to what to do in the defensive pieces, because they do some kind of zonal marking and he didn't know what to do, and he was looking for guidance from Harry Maguire or the other centre backs.
Maguire was like, I don't know.
Yeah, so if they don't know how to defend these set pieces, that kind of worries me.
Didn't they have?
Did we?
He's a young kid, and he's looking for.
Were we defending
set
set pieces well? When Mourinho and Ole were here?
You keep deferring to that. I'm asking a
No.
specific question
I'm
about
just saying.
today.
I'm just saying.
No. You get this. You keep doing this deferring thing like the SIF do, but I'm asking a specific question about today.
I'm trying to show you a consistent.
Kobe Mainoo is a
game,
young lad. Listen, let's focus on today. Kobe Mainoo is a young lad who's coming to the squad. Right, he doesn't know how the system works or whatever kind of football they play. He's a great player. Let me finish. He's a great player, but he didn't know what to do for the defensive set pieces, and he's looking for guidance from some of the senior players, and he wasn't getting it, and he made a mistake which led to a goal. That's quite worrying, isn't it?
Just like we've seen it
Let's focus
every
on
other
today.
season.
That actually
Just
is
like
something.
we've seen it every other
Let me
season.
bring in Joe. Joe, go on.
Because
that is
under Mourinho and Ole, we were doing zonal marking. It's the same thing.
That is something that I am worried about, right? Is that we have this new generation of players, right, that are coming around, right? And unfortunately, this team is not structured for them to get better. There are going to be flaws in Kobe Mainoo's game,
100%.
the Nacho's game,
in
the new Kambwala, right? There are going to be flaws in their game, right? But this team is not structured to make them better. I will concede something. I will concede to Ken and Vim that at the very least, we need to take a look at our coaching staff, right? The drills that are being done, right? I don't know. I just don't understand. If your team has a problem with passing, you should be doing passing drills to make your passing better, right? Or is it the fact that we're just beyond that because we just don't have the talent to be able to pass accurately enough? I saw some of those passes and they looked like my indoor football club, right? Like there is no reason why any professional footballer, especially in the Premier League, should be passing the ball in that way. So at the very least, because we just second, second manager is not going to fix it, because then we're going to need to have to recreate or reimagine a whole new set of coaches and a whole new set of standards and a whole new set of implementing drills in order to keep.
So you're saying the coaching staff needs to be looked at.
I think we need
in
to
terms
look
of
at
improving players.
Yes, like what kind of drills are we? Like somebody needs to look at this, right? Somebody that has a football in mind, certainly graded in mind, need to just watch this team practice and please let us know what the fuck we are doing wrong, because it's almost as if this is like, I've always, been in the military, we always have this thing like, you train like you fight. And if that's how we fight, then that's how we train, bro.
100%.
So we need to look at that. We need to look at that, and we need to look at Ten Hag and the way he implements that too. I'm not saying sack him.
Yeah.
I'm saying we need to look at that. Like when Ineos is sitting Ten Hag down, it's like, hey, we're gonna bring you in for another year. We're gonna let you keep that last
question
year,
time.
But I need you to look at this.
Quickly rebuttal.
All I'm saying, Joe. No, I do agree what you're saying, Joe. But the thing is, we said the same thing on the Ole. We said the same thing on the Mourinho.
Yeah.
Okay. Question time. Who has a question? Quickly. Well, in injury time now. Anyone got questions?
I have a question.
Go on, Ken.
To Mr. Is it Bemisola ETH? Sorry.
Ken is naming Yoruba now.
Okay, Bems ETH, right?
Oh,
so have you listened to ETH's post-match conference?
Today?
Yes.
After the game, no, I haven't listened to it.
Okay. So this is your guy, yeah? I quote, he said, anyone that thinks we haven't made progress is blind. And in fact, the future is bright. I've got all these players, and where anyone that doesn't think we're making progress is blind. Based on that, do you think this guy is deluded? And you do think based on, and this is not the first time he said something like this, where he thinks we're doing really well. The game was fantastic against Chelsea. In his own words, he said we're fantastic. What's your take on that?
I will say this. If I compare the way the team is now to the way the team was when Ragnick was there, it's not the same. Right. Let's be honest. Let's be fair to ourselves.
Okay.
So I do see improvement. I do see improvement. But the improvement is very, very, very little. Right. Very, very little. I do see. I mean, I definitely don't agree with what he says that.
Considering we've lost 17 games this season.
Yeah. I wait. The results are not showing it. I do agree with that. But I do think that there's been a little bit of an improvement from when Ragnick took over. That's what I could. But then I will also say is that if you want to see United at the top, it's not gonna happen in 2 seasons. It's not. It's gonna take time.
We know that. We know. We agree. 100%.
Which is why again, no matter what you will say, I will stick with Ten Hag. I will clear out the players, give him all the players he wants, and then if we don't.
Can he take us to the promised land, though?
If we don't kick on, then you can sack him.
And ETH take us to the promised land with all the players that he wants.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen.
Has anyone got any last questions on anyone last week? Because we are injury time.
I think he needs to be given the opportunity to get all the players that he wants to work with. And if he's not, and if we don't kick on after that, then he can go.
But in terms of,
if you sack him, then you end up with a mishmash of players that we've signed. Look at Onana. The moment a new manager,
it won't be a mismatch because now you have Ineos. Ineos is getting the players that they want to get to.
Let me switch.
It won't be a mismatch.
Vim.
So corporations all have a level of risk that they're willing to take.
Right.
Insurance companies specialize in it. They've got whole departments of actuaries with modeling systems that spend a lot of time calculating risk. And you're dealing with, a 1.25 billion acquisition here. A lot of money needs to be invested. So they're going to have proper people on this determining the risk. Do we give ETH another 400 million to kind of finish off his project and hope it's going to work? Or do they take that risk and say, we'll give that 400 million to another manager that we think long term? I'm not saying one or the other. I'm saying those are the questions that are going to be asked. And those are the level of risk that they need to think think about.
100%.
You can't just say, give this guy all the money he needs. If it doesn't work out, then go.
So true.
They don't take that into consideration when evaluating risk.
I don't think all that money should be given to anyone until the structure
Thank
is in
you.
place.
Structure behind it has
Thank
been
you.
set. Right. This
Okay.
includes Erik ten Hag, right? Like, and in order to build that structure, we need to fix up the back office, fix the medical staff, and we need to eject certain players from this club, and we need to start bringing in certain caliber of players that is going to be successful with or without Ten Hag.
It's not rocket science, guys.
Okay.
It's certain
Well put.
quality and certain players with a certain technical ability, just a technical level, right? So that they can be successful with anybody here.
No,
I feel that's more important than
100%.
I
Well,
don't
on
give a
that
stick
note,
to
It's
bunch
not
of
rocket
numbers.
science. It's not rocket
No,
science.
it's not rocket
guys.
science. No,
Yeah.
and this is
And
the
Joe
whole
just
point. This
explained it,
is
the
the
whole
whole
thing.
point. No, but that's fine. That's not what you said earlier.
It's what
So
I've
we're
been
just
saying.
drawing this. We're having
how
an analytic
different-
conversation.
Hold on.
No,
Okay,
you
okay,
said
tell
give
me-
him the money. What you said earlier, and quote me on this: give him the money to buy the players he wants. If he doesn't do well, then get rid of him. That's a level of risk which is too great for anyone to take on, any club to take on. That's a lot of money.
Okay,
So what
isn't it-
Joe said is
I
completely
was-
different to what you said, which is setting the structure right, and that would
Okay,
potentially
Vim, did
mean.
I-
Hold on,
did
let me
I ever-
let me finish.
mention-
That potentially mean I've got to just correct you there. Sorry, that would potentially mean that he stays with the players that he has now, the squad that he has now, while the club gets their act in order to sort out all the
Okay,
back office
so
and
let me
everything
ask you a
else.
question. Have I ever
Okay.
said that Ten Hag needs a structure behind him?
You said that, but what I'm saying is
Thank
what you
you.
said
Thank
earlier.
you.
What?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, let's. What you said earlier. Give him all the players that he needs.
You've
If
answered
he
my
can't
question,
perform,
Vim. You've answered
then
my
it's like
question.
no,
Vim.
no. You
Thank
are
you. You
detracting
have.
again.
Right.
Detracting.
All
So
right, gentlemen.
you said give him all the money to buy the players he wants.
Okay.
That's a big
So
risk.
this is where we are.
Thank you for answering my
Either
question,
ways,
Vim.
either ways,
I
the
appreciate
structure
it.
needs to be in place. Whoever Ineos need to weigh the risk, how much they need to spend, invest in this manager or another manager. They still need to put a structure in place. Then they weigh the risk. But as they stand now, I would assume that whole structure is going to start next season when they've got all the guys from Newcastle, Southampton in place, and they start from August and start doing the summer researches and who they're going to play, what Ten Hag's role is going to be in terms of transfers. Other than that, this season is being written off. We're just hoping to even get into the top six. If we don't, if we win an FA Cup, it is what it is. But on that note, we've come to the end of our Sunday podcast show on a day that we have slightly put a tiny dent in the Scouse's charge to win a 20th title. I want to give a big shout out to the UK crew. Vim, happy birthday once again to the analyst. Richard, thank you very much. Mr. Fortress, we made the Fortress today. It it is what it is. A big shout out to the USA crew, Mr. Controversial. Thank you very much, Bems, and Joe the Soul Man, Mr. Positive. Thank you very much from all of us. We'll see you guys on the next one. Glory, glory.
Man
Southgate
United.
in.
See you guys on the
Southgate
next
in.
one.
ETH in.
Southgate,
Southgate
I
in.
don't think so.
ETH
now.
for one more
Southgate in.
year.
Southgate in. That's what you guys want, man. Happy
No, you
birthday,
want
Vim.
ETH for one more year.
Happy birthday, Vim. But
Thanks, man.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
have a nice one, guys.
Southgate in.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
guys.
No,
Have a
no,
good one.
ETH in one more year.
Hey.